The last fortress of Makli in the windswept plains of Thatta, under the shadow of fading sun, lies a city carved in silence, Makli, a graveyard like no other where rulers, saints, and mystics sleep under cracked domes and shifting sands. Among them stands one structure, not the tallest, not the most ornate, but perhaps the most powerful in its message, the tomb of Isa Khan Tarkhan, a warrior, poet, a builder, the last great breath of a dynasty slowly fading into history. Isa Khan lived in the 16th century, when Sind was more than a province. It was a frontier of kingdoms, ideas, and empires. Thatta was a center of power and poetry, and Isa Khan stood at the heart of it all. While most built forts to defend, he built a tomb to remember. The structure stands octagonal, wrapped in Persian symmetry and Indian soul. Its dome, cracked yet dignified, rises above walls engraved with Quranic verses. Stone lattice windows filter the morning light like a sacred whisper. Glazed tiles still cling to the surface, weathered by rain, but not erased. The tomb speaks in silence. Inside, shadows dance along the curved arches. You can almost hear the echo of courtly footsteps, of poets sharing verses, of Isa Khan, perhaps, reciting his last lines under starlight. They say the tomb was his final masterpiece, not built in haste, but in vision, a house for the body, and a shrine for memory. Some locals say his spirit never left. That his grave hums at dusk, that a golden verse remains hidden under the dome, glowing only when the light touches just right. Others tell of dreams, of Isa Khan standing at the gates, guarding the legacy of Sind. In this tomb time folds. There are no battles here now, only wind, no soldiers, only birds nesting in stone crevices. No power, except in the geometry of devotion. Restoration teams have tried to preserve what centuries have worn. The structure is weary, cracked, leaning, aching, but it stands. Because men like Isa Khan do not fade so easily, they carve their will into stone. Makli today watches over his tomb like an elder over a sleeping child. The sandstone, the blue, the silence, all remain loyal. Isa Khan could have chosen to be buried in grandeur elsewhere, but he chose Makli. He chose the land that raised him, the soil that drank his blood, the sky that saw his rise and his fall. His tomb was not a monument to self, but a message to time. Here stood a man who built with vision. Here sleeps a soul not conquered by death. As the golden sun sets across the Makli horizon, the birds return to roost. The shadows stretch across engraved stone. And Isa Khan Tarkhan remains, not forgotten, not erased, simply waiting for someone to listen again, for history to whisper his name back into the wind.